LeBron made over $100 million selling sneakers last year. Now, that's no surprise, but you know what is?
I'm giving this straight from the heart. I have nothing but the highest regard and respect for what LeBron has accomplished off the court. It's staggering to me.
The hottest debut Nike basketball shoe wasn't his, it wasn't Luka's, it wasn't even Ja Morant's. It belonged to a WNBA player who's been clowned by NBA fans, sidelined by sneakerheads, and still ended up smoking the competition. Sabrina Ionescu's Sabrina 1 didn't just outsell expectations, it humbled half the NBA.
Wow, this is amazing. Love the colors, really wanted something vibrant and electric.
Her shoe was everywhere, and not just on WNBA courts. NBA players rocked it, college players flexed it. Suddenly, the so-called girls' shoe was moving like heat in a market ruled by men. Now, if that makes you uncomfortable, well, buckle up, because we're not just talking shoes. Talking about a fight for power, legacy, and cultural domination. The NBA has owned the sneaker throne for decades, but the WNBA is storming the gates. This isn't just business, it's a sneaker war, and the battle lines are shifting fast. So, smash that subscribe button, because what we're about to expose will change the way you look at basketball forever. How Jordan changed the world. Michael Jordan didn't just sign with Nike. He built an empire. The Air Jordan 1 dropped in 1985 and pulled in over $120 million in its first year.
People who waited in line all night long to get the new Air Jordan basketball shoes flooded into Lafayette Square Mall just after 7 this morning.
That single shoe transformed athletes into moguls and sneakers into streetwear. But when the WNBA was founded in 1996, Nike didn't pass the torch, they locked the vault. While MJ flew on billboards and raked in billions, women like Lisa Leslie, Teresa Witherspoon, and Cynthia Cooper were hooping in silence. Sheryl Swoopes became the first woman to get a signature basketball shoe, the Air Swoops, in 1995, 1 year before the WNBA even launched. But Nike barely marketed it. It was a side project, not a revolution. Meanwhile, guys like Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill, and even a rookie, Kobe Bryant, were getting full media blitzes. Shoes were selling out in hours for NBA players, but women's sneakers were understocked, undersold, and underpromoted. The Air Swoops line was pulled in 2002, not for lack of talent, but for lack of interest from the brands. The industry's message was clear. You can play, but don't expect us to sell your legacy. WNBA stars are taking over. Now let's fast forward to 2023, and the script has flipped. Breanna Stewart dropped the Stewie 1 with Puma, making her the first WNBA player in over a decade to get a signature shoe. Then Sabrina Ionescu's Sabrina 1 with Nike hit shelves and blew everyone away. The shoe outsold every men's debut Nike signature shoe in 2023, including Ja Morant's and Zion Williamson's. But this time it wasn't about waiting for approval. Stewart designed her shoe around motherhood, equality, and power, no compromises. Sabrina made hers unisex, inspired by Kobe, engineered for everyone. The WNBA was no longer begging for recognition, they were demanding presence. And fans listened. TikToks went viral showing NBA stars lacing up Sabrina's shoe. Jalen Brunson, Jordan Poole, even Paolo Banchero were spotted rocking it. The takeover had begun, not with noise, but with undeniable performance and bold purpose. The WNBA has the buzz. The NBA throws insane amounts of money at sneaker launches. We're talking over $1.1 billion in annual footwear endorsements, with players like LeBron James alone netting a lifetime Nike deal worth over $1 billion. Each release is wrapped in a $5 million marketing bell. TV ads, influencer packages, exclusive drops, A-list collabs. You'd think that kind of budget guarantees cultural dominance, but here's the twist. The WNBA is outshining them without the checkbook. While NBA drops feel corporate and bloated, the WNBA sneaker wave feels raw and real. Sabrina Ionescu's kicks didn't need a Super Bowl ad, they just hit different. TikTok blew up. IG Reels hit 6-figure views, and fans weren't reacting to PR, they were reacting to authenticity. These weren't just sneakers, they were cultural disruptors. Jordan Poole, Tyrese Halliburton. Even NBA rookies with their own sneaker deals started rocking Sabrina shoes in-game. Not because they were told to, because they wanted to. And in that moment, the gender label disappeared and the WNBA earned what money can't buy: cultural respect. Something the NBA's marketing machine still can't fake. The sneaker culture you don't see on ESPN. Turn on ESPN and you'll hear about Zion's latest drop again, but what you won't see are camps full of girls lacing up Sabrina 1s, high school highlight reels featuring the Stewie 2s in slow motion, street ball courts from NYC to Oakland where kids choose WNBA kicks over Jordans. There's a revolution happening and the mainstream refuses to cover it. Social media ripped the gatekeepers off their thrones. You don't need ESPN when TikTok influencers are unboxing WNBA kicks to 3 million views. When female ballers post fit checks in Stewie 1s and go viral, sneaker culture shifts in real time. These aren't niche moments, they're a movement, one that legacy media is either blind to or terrified of. Even hip-hop is catching on. Music videos now flash women's basketball shoes like luxury watches. The symbolism is loud. These sneakers aren't just functional, they're rebellious, and when rebellion becomes fashion, it's game over for tradition. Why the WNBA still can't catch a break. But let's kill the fairy tale. This sneaker success comes in spite of the system, not because of it. The Sabrina 1 sold out in under 24 hours, but guess how many were made? Fewer than 30,000 pairs. Compare that to LeBron's latest launch, which shipped over 500,000 units globally. That's not strategy, that's sabotage disguised as limited edition. Even when a WNBA shoe sells out, execs call it experimental. Sabrina moves numbers. Interesting. A male rookie sells half that, they're the future of the brand. The sexism isn't even subtle, it's embedded in the SKU count. While NBA stars get Times Square billboards and Super Bowl ads, WNBA athletes are still editing their own promos on CapCut and begging followers to repost. The disrespect is systemic, and every fan can feel it. And the worst part about it is that brands hide behind feminism when it's convenient and slash budgets the second it gets real. The sneaker players who deserve a deal now. Let's stop pretending the future is on the way. It's here, and brands are stalling. Caitlin Clark's presence drove viewership and demand that brands just can't ignore. Her Indiana Fever games averaged 1.3 million viewers with a season high of 2.1 million on ABC, even while she was injured. The momentum is real, and it's built on performance, not just payout. A'ja Wilson is a two-time MVP, an Olympic gold medalist, and a finals MVP, and now in 2025, she finally has her own signature shoe. The Nike A1 dropped this year, proving what fans have been screaming for years. She should have had it a long time ago. Angel Reese is packing arenas, leading merch sales, and dominating the algorithm. Young fans show up dressed like her, and meanwhile, sneaker companies keep teasing maybe next year. Next year? That's code for never. The audience is ready.
Capital One Arena, the official number 20,711. It has now become the largest attended game in WNBA history.
The market is ready. The money is already there. They're just afraid to hand over the keys because the second Caitlin Clark drops her own shoe, it's not just hype. Insiders are already projecting it could become a $100 million monster. It'll outsell every male rookie sneaker line in a week, maybe even in a day. That's not a prediction. That's a pending disruption the old guard isn't ready for. Men are wearing women's shoes. Now, it used to be a joke. If an NBA player wore a women's shoe, it was locker room roast material. Now, it's a flex.
Got Sabrina 1s on right now, man. It's a calm colorway right now. I'm gonna have some crazy ones this year.
College guards, G League Coopers, and even international stars are slipping into Sabrina 1s and saying it with their chest. Not as a gimmick, as a performance choice. The Sabrina 1 is unisex on the box, but universal in the culture. It fits better, plays smoother, and looks cleaner. And guess what? Nobody's calling it a women's shoe anymore. They're calling it the best Nike basketball sneaker since the Kyrie 5, period. This shift is deeper than style. It's a tear in the traditional fabric of sneaker culture. The gender line has blurred, the performance bar has been reset, and it was the WNBA that did it, without the fanfare, funding, or asking permission. The WNBA is ready to run. Now let's be real. NBA sneakers used to be culture. Now they're just commerce. Same overpriced hype drops, same faces getting recycled on every billboard, but the WNBA, that feels dated. dangerous, fresh, like a movement nobody saw coming, and it's coming fast. This isn't just a battle of brands, it's a takeover in real time. While the NBA drowns in marketing fatigue, the WNBA is blowing up from the ground up. No inflated budgets, no celebrity endorsements, just raw hustle, viral heat, and a fan base that actually believes in something. That's the kind of chaos you can't manufacture. And here's the part sneaker execs should be sweating over. If Caitlin Clark drops her own signature line, it could end an era. One shoe, one drop, and suddenly the old guard gets dethroned by a rookie who plays like a killer and sells like a rock star. This isn't a cute trend, it's the fall of an empire, and the WNBA is already lacing up to take over. So who really won the sneaker war? On paper, sure, the NBA still dominates in raw sales, but that's not the whole scoreboard. If you measure culture, shockwaves, and fan loyalty, the WNBA is running circles around the men with half the resources and none of the spotlight, and people are starting to notice. This isn't just a sneaker war anymore, it's a rebellion. WNBA players flipped the script and made women's shoes the most talked about kicks in the game. ESPN won't say it, Nike won't admit it, but the culture already decided. The game has changed. So here's your shot to weigh in. Would you rock a Caitlin Clark signature shoe over a Ja Morant or Luka drop? Sound off in the comments, because this debate's just getting started, and if you're all about exposing the real stories in sports culture, you already know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, because we're not here to play it safe. We're here to tell the truth, and the truth just put the sneaker world on blast.